Hello, everybody. This is Deputy Sheriff Smith with the Nolan County Sheriff's Office. Just wanted to take a few minutes and update you all on a new scam that we were made aware of a few days ago. You know, there are no shortage of criminals out there that are looking for ways to take your hard-earned money with very minimal effort. We're all familiar with scams involving supposed jury duty and things like that, where they request compensation or you'll be arrested, or IRS scams. And hopefully by now you've heard enough about those that we know that those are scams. But a citizen contacted the office and reported to us that a few days ago they had received an email that was supposedly from PayPal. This person does use PayPal all the time to pay their bills, and it's linked to their credit card. The email said that PayPal owed them a refund, and they needed to contact the number to facilitate that refund. So this person called the number and said that a very pleasant, helpful person answered the phone, slight foreign accent, but very easy to understand, and told them that they had been overcharged by PayPal for $249 and would needed to refund it. But what they wanted to do first was send a test refund to the victim's bank account in order to facilitate that return. They instructed the victim to log into their online banking, and after they did that, they were provided a URL, a website to go to, and enter an access code. What this did was launch a program on their computer that tech support people commonly use to access your computer and work on things. But it allowed the bad guy access to this person's computer. After they did that, the bad guy had the victim minimize the bank account screen and said that they were going to refund $60. The victim said that the hair on the back of their neck started to stand up, and they didn't think it was 100% right. But the bad guy reassured them repeatedly that they were PayPal, this was 100% legitimate. Well, the person decided to go ahead and unminimize the screen that contained the bank account information and noticed that this person had transferred a very large sum of money out of their savings account and into their checking account. At this time, the victim asked the bad guy about it. The bad guy said, hey, that's a mistake, and I'm sorry, it was only supposed to be $60, and if you report me, I'll get in trouble and lose my job. Well, the victim said, hey, you know what? Enough's enough. They hung up the phone call and unplugged their computer. They contacted the bank and were able to immediately close accounts, open new accounts, and do all the things that you need to do to protect your identity if you think that someone has accessed that information. The good news is that the victim didn't lose any money. The large sum of money that the bad guy had transferred into the checking account would probably have been used shortly after that to facilitate online purchases. But because of the victim's quick thinking, that didn't happen, thankfully. Many times, victims of these type of financial scams don't ever recoup the money that they lost. We don't have the ability to do that because these bad guys are oftentimes in other countries, and they route through many different routers and VPNs, and we just can't trace it. And one thing I want you all to know is that large financial service companies like PayPal, Amazon, and things like that, they have your payment information and they know where to refund the money that they owe you. They're certainly not going to have some large convoluted way for you to get your money back. They're just going to refund it. If you ever get a call and the hair on the back of your neck stands up and you don't think it's right, hang up. You don't owe the person on the phone any explanation. And if you want to be sure, look up the legitimate number for the organization that's purportedly calling you and contact them. And if all else fails, call us at the Nolan County Sheriff's Office, 325-235-5471, and we'll be happy to work with you to sort out whether this is legitimate or not. Remember, if you lose money to these scams, we are oftentimes not going to be able to solve it and get your money back. So the best way to keep your money is not to fall victim to these people. Once again, we want you to keep your money and not give it to these bad guys. Have a wonderful day. Thanks for your attention. And if you have any questions, give us a call.